Hello everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Robin Hood Studios. I'm Cameron Porter, and this week we're going to be talking about how to get the best results from a testimonial. Okay, so these tips are going to apply to really any on-camera interview situation, but our focus is going to be on testimonials, since that's what most of you are going to be doing. We have done a few videos on getting good testimonials, doing good interviews already. Most of them focus on the technical side, but if you want to check those out, you can check them out right here and maybe right here. So, to get a good testimonial out of a customer can be difficult. We've got 3 tips that are going to help you on your way to doing that. Number 1 is to prepare in advance and to prepare your customer in advance. Let them know what information you want them to communicate to your audience. Write out the list of questions that you intend to ask or the prompts that you intend to give them. You prepare and you give them the material so that they can prepare in advance. Being on camera, especially for the first time, can be a very intimidating experience. And I've seen some of the most charismatic, confident people turn into complete shells when they get on camera, and it can be aggravating when you're on a time clock. So give them as much preparation as you can to help them be confident so that they know what they're gonna say. Tip number 2 and number 3 are very closely related. Tip number 2 is avoid asking yes or no questions. The answer, yes, sounds very positive, but you have no idea what the person is talking about. So avoid asking yes or no questions. Also, when you are asking questions, try to pose them in a way that invites your customer or the person giving the testimonial to elaborate. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, instead of saying, "Do you like our product?" That's a yes or no question. You say, "Please tell me about your experience with our product." Or, "Can you tell me the things that you like most about our product?" Those are better questions because those invite the person giving the testimonial to consider. The thing that is going to make testimonials unusable is when they give their answers with no context. Because chances are you have one camera, the way that we have right now, and you have your person mic'd, but the person giving the questions may or may not be mic'd. They probably don't have a camera on them, and even if you did, you don't want to focus on them. You want to focus on the person giving the testimonial. So if you do ask a yes or no questions and they answer yes, the viewer has no idea what they just answered yes to. You have to do something that's kind of clunky, like throw up a title that has the question, which is fine, like that works, but it is a little bit clunkier. It flows a lot better if instead of saying, you know, what do you think about our product? It's good. Okay, that doesn't give any context, but if they say, what do you think about our product? Oh, the product is very good. Okay, at least now we know what they're talking about, because they're talking about the product. Hopefully that makes sense. So you can prepare your customers, the people giving testimonials, by explaining that they need to restate the question in their answer. Now, they may not understand what that means, so you kind of give them some examples. Say, instead of saying it, say the product or the experience. Those kind of things. Just anything that you can do to help give your viewers context. That's the heart and soul of tip number 2 and tip number 3, is finding ways to help give your audience context for what the testimonial is saying. Video testimonials are a phenomenal way to build trust. You've seen many websites, I'm sure, that have a little paragraph testimonial or little paragraph testimonials from other customers, maybe, but from random people we've never heard of. It's a lot harder to fake an on-camera testimonial. It takes a lot more effort and time and production to fake a video testimonial than it does to just spit out a paragraph. Now, you're not faking your testimonials. I'm hoping that that is the case. You're not faking your testimonials, but I bring that up because consumers are going to be much more likely to trust a video testimonial than a written testimonial on your website because it's harder to fake. So rather than assuming that it's fake, they'll assume that it's real. And that's a very powerful tool. So I would highly encourage you to do on-camera testimonials with your clientele and use these tips to make them awesome. If you have any other questions on this, on how you can make your interviews better, just leave them in the comments and we will get back to you. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you next week.